What are some things you do really well? What are some things you're not really good at and need help with? Today, we're going to learn about how King Solomon asked for help from others so he could put God first and give him the best. The Israelites had been worshiping God in a big tent since they left Egypt and wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. Now, though, they were settled in the land God had promised them, and they lived in houses, but God's house was still just a tent. King Solomon wanted to build God a house, and he wanted to make it really great, but he didn't have everything he needed. So King Solomon wrote to another king, King Hiram of Tyre, to ask for help. King Hiram of Tyre agreed to send King Solomon all the things he needed and even someone to help him put it all together. Everything inside this new house was covered in gold and decorated in palm tree and chain designs. There were beautiful stones and curtains of blue, purple, and crimson. There were also things made of bronze, an altar, sculptures of bulls, lampstands, and bowls. It took 7 years to build, but it was beautiful. When everything was finished, King Solomon organized a worship service for everyone in Israel. They played music and sang, "God is good, his love endures forever." Then God did something really awesome. In those days, God's presence was seen in a dark cloud and a pillar of fire. While the Israelites worshiped, God's cloud filled the new house that Solomon had built him. That made the Israelites and King Solomon worship even more. And then God's fire came down over his new house. God was pleased that King Solomon and the Israelites had put him first and given him the best by building him this new house and worshiping him there. King Solomon says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." Fearing God means putting him first and giving him the best. When we do that, God shows up and we get to know him better. And when we know him better, we know more about how to do what is right. So we know how to be wise when we know God better.